So generational trauma is the transmission of the effects of historical oppression, trauma, abuse. I think in the simplistic way, it's how pain is passed down from generation to generation. As a mental health professional, the caveat is that two people can experience the same incident, let's say a car accident, and have very different experiences with it or impact from it. So trauma is not experienced the same by individuals. So there's lots of nuances when we talk about trauma. For my family, my grandparents lived through the partition of India in 1947. So they had to flee their homes in Pakistan, move to the India side of the border. And I don't know firsthand if that was traumatic to them, but I know that when my grandparents were still alive and I tried to talk to them about it, they didn't want to talk about it. They refused to admit that it was something worth talking about. They were forward thinking. They didn't want to talk about the emotional impact of it, so they minimized, they invalidated. And I think that was passed down in my family, where my parents also kind of learned that trait of dealing with unhealthy or negative emotions. And I use quotes because emotions are not negative no matter what they are. But my parents didn't know how to deal with emotions, and so that was then passed down to me to feel like I had to suppress my emotions. I couldn't speak up when I was feeling bad. I had to people please, or I tried to achieve perfectionism because I didn't want my parents to feel like something was wrong or they failed me. That's how pain can be passed down.